We begin our look at sports on the baseball diamond, where the Bronx Bombers did not win the American League East, but they did clinch a postseason berth, which of course is a good thing. They draw Cleveland in the opening round, while across town the Mets, they failed to make the playoffs, even with 8 teams advancing. The New York Yankees lost 6 of their last 8 regular season games. They still limp into the wild card round as the 5th seed in the first 16-team expanded playoffs in Major League Baseball history. Among the few bright spots for the Yankees, leadoff hitter DJ Lemahieu. He caps the season with the best batting average in the majors at .364, the batting champ. By winning the American League batting title, LeMahieu becomes only the 4th player in Yankees history to lead the majors in batting average, joining Mickey Mantle, Joe DiMaggio, and Lou Gehrig. It is LeMahieu's 2nd career batting title. He won one with the Colorado Rockies in 2016 and becomes just the 2nd player in Major League Baseball history to win the batting title in both leagues.
It's pretty cool. I don't think it's really sank in yet. But it's definitely it's really cool. I wish it was over 162 games. I wish there was fans in the stands, but it is what it is, and I'm definitely proud of it.
We've got the batting champ and the home run champ to boot. Luke Voit went hitless Sunday in the regular season finale, but his 22 dingers were the most in this pandemic-shortened 60-game season. LeMahieu and Voit became the first pair of teammates to lead the majors in batting average and home runs since Hank Aaron and Eddie Matthews for the 1959 Braves. Pretty good company there. A couple of Hall of Famers. Here's Luke.
It was cool to hear from Pat Maroon, who got his 2nd title in a row in the NHL. Nick Swisher, Ryan Rucco, just random people, a lot of family back home, friends. So it is super cool. Obviously, something to definitely take home in the off season, but I'm more worried about October and these next couple of games, and worried about beating the Indians.
The 4 faves in the American League might very well be Tampa Bay, Minnesota, the Chicago White Sox, and the Yanks. In the National League, probably the LA Dodgers are pretty good, right? St. Louis, Atlanta, and then, of course, maybe the Cubs or San Diego Padres. It's pretty open in the NL. Still hard to believe that the talented Mets came up just short. Ace Jacob deGrom provided some perspective there.
There's a lot of disappointment. We were excited coming into this year. Looking forward to playing a full season, and then once that kind of got shut down and the summer started up, we were excited for that. Unfortunately, we didn't make it. We let some games get away, including today. I got to do a better job today. These guys went out there and put up runs for me, and I couldn't put up zeros for them. So, today is very frustrating for me.
Going to blame COVID-19 for the terribleness that is the New York Giants and New York Jets. You did not hear my season preview prediction. Scrap it from the record. It never happened. The G-Men are 0-3 and just lost 36-9 to the San Francisco 49er backups. Saquon Barkley is out for the season with a torn ACL. New head coach Joe Judge isn't making excuses, but Big Blue hasn't been big at all the last 2 weeks after letting the opener slip through their fingertips.
Yeah, look, for us it's game by game, and right now I'm really just emphasizing on our team just weekly improvement, starting with fundamentals and execution. That's really it. We got to focus on what we're doing day by day to really take care of our own jobs and make sure that we're improving as a unit and as a team, and then all the other things will start taking care of themselves.
Giants look to leap into the win column Sunday against the LA Rams. Meanwhile, speaking of head coaches, Adam Gase is on the hot seat with gangrene. Perhaps the only team worse than the Giants in the Big Apple is the Jets. They also start 0-3 after coming off a 36-7 defeat to the Indianapolis Colts before last night's home matchup with Denver. Rumor has it that Gase still has the support of the players. We'll see for how long. We go inside the locker room for more.
I think guys are trying to figure out the little details of where are we going wrong? How can we fix this? I like the fact that guys are looking for solutions instead of just bitching and complaining and kind of not really working in the right direction. I feel like our guys are looking for the right things, looking for the solutions to the problems.
Outside of the Yanks, Tough week for Big Apple sports. It's the end of an era. The Broadway Blue Shirts have bought out King Henrik Lundqvist's final year of his contract. The news marks the end of the star goaltender's 15-year career in New York. We shift gears, literally. In motorsport, Fabio Quartararo has regained the lead in the MotoGP championship. He is the only rider to win multiple races this season. They are off this weekend in MotoGP, but the best motorcycle riders in the world return the following weekend for the French GP. That's when our BronxNet cameras will be in Indianapolis for the Moto America race, the MotoGP equivalent here stateside. Excited to see that action in the racing capital of the world. Speaking of Indy, IndyCar is home this weekend for the Harvest GP, first time for the series since the 500. We caught up with some of the drivers to ask them about the differences of running a race in Indy this time of year. This weekend will also see a return of fans to IMS, albeit at less than full capacity during the pandemic.
I think it's going to be fantastic to have up to 10,000 fans on each day. You know, it's definitely been a different dynamic, I think, for a lot of us this season, and you know, especially the Indianapolis 500 that ran without fans. You know, so we welcome the fans greatly, and hopefully the weather cooperates and we can have a fantastic weekend. But yeah, just for us personally, just you know, hopefully we have a smooth weekend and one that we can fight for a win.
Meantime, in NASCAR, the second round of the 2020 Cup Series playoffs continues on Sunday at the Talladega Superspeedway. Kurt Busch earned his first win of the season last Sunday at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in an overtime finish, advancing him into the round of 8. Busch, who entered the round of 12 last in playoff standings, ended a 46-race winless streak and also earned his first Cup win at his home track after 21 previous attempts at Las Vegas. Impressive. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. The pandemic delayed the final outcome of the National Hockey League season. We finally have our Stanley Cup champion. The Tampa Bay Lightning bested the Dallas Stars 4-2 to earn their second franchise championship. They take home the cup in the pandemic bubble. Over in the association, we have our final two teams standing in the National Basketball Association bubble in Orlando, Florida. The LA Lakers and the surprising Miami Heat, the lowest seed since the New York Knicks in 1999 to reach the championship. The NBA moves closer itself to crowning a king. Question is, will it be King James and the highly motivated Lakers after the tragic passing of star Kobe Bryant in January, or the out-of-nowhere Heat, who look like a team on the rise thanks to a talented young core? My thoughts on the NBA Finals in the C-List. The Miami Heat are back in the NBA Finals for the first time since 2014, when LeBron James, their opponent in this series, was last in a Heat uniform. Nice storyline there. I would say this is a win-win for the league and most NBA enthusiasts, no matter the outcome. The Lakers, of course, have LeBron searching for another ring with the backdrop of doing it for Kobe. It's also the resurgence of an NBA franchise that has long been at the top of the heap, but not really since Kobe left. Still, the Lakers should easily win. They have LeBron and Anthony Davis. But if the pandemic and these wacky sports startups have taught us anything, all bets are truly off right now. That's why I'm taking Miami, even if they are the biggest underdog, no matter what Jimmy Butler says about it. The Heat have certainly embraced the lack of expectations placed upon them all season long and have thrived. Miami entered the season with 75-1 odds to win the title. The only team to come close, you ask? The 2002 New Jersey Nets, who were 60-1 long shots before reaching the finals and being swept by the three-peat Lakers of Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. Over the past 30 years, no other team has been a longer shot than 30-1 to make the finals, with the 28-1 Golden State Warriors in 2015 being the longest shot to win the title. None of that matters much to Butler, who says both teams are good and pretty evenly matched too. Heat and 7. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.